Here's Towns. Morant outside. There's the triple. That doesn't go either for Doncic. The East trail by 13. Here's Antetokounmpo. Young with no one around. A three-pointer off the mark. Young's gone 2 for 6 from the floor so far. Now Morant. Outside, Towns. This one for 3. Drills the three-pointer. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooting.
Giannis against Jokic. Here's James. The shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Jokic. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go. And the West leads by 18.
Jokic able to play through contact and seems unstoppable when he's that close to the hole.
Young taking his time here. He's looking for Embiid and finds him. Towns with the defensive effort.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far.
Doncic with the bucket. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
And timeout is called by Eric Spoelstra. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys.
Let's hear it for you.
And so it's Young who brings it up for the East All-Stars. To the paint, here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
With his diverse offensive game, 7 feet tall, maybe a little north of that, and 280 pounds, Embiid might be the toughest assignment in the league.
Now here's Morant. Towns a screen on Young. Morant finds Doncic. Over Edwards. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Morant. That's 7 points for Luka Doncic. The East trail by 20. And here is LeBron. He's looking for Embiid and finds him.
Nothing new for Embiid here, going off for a big scoring performance, par for the course.
Morant with it. Outside, Towns. Jokic sets the screen for Towns. Over onto Antetokounmpo, and it's wide right. It's off the rim. Edwards kicks to Young. 1:41 left in the third. James a screen on Morant. And here's Young from the arc. Buries it from three-point range. Young's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is what Young is known for, a knockdown threat from downtown.
Morant passes to Towns. Doncic outside. Young against Morant. Crafty move, and the jumper is good. Morant's got 5.
Well, I think, as is always the case, the story of the game tonight won't have a lot to do with defense.
That's the way it always is. I mean, a half-court alley-oop or a spectacular behind-the-back pass, that's exactly what the people want to see in this game.
Now here's Edwards. Still scoreless. The 3 from LeBron. Whoa! James showing the range.
From deep in three-point land, when LeBron commits to a shot even that far away from the hoop, no stopping.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Big group substitution here for the East. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Embiid. Anthony Davis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Tatum, he's checked in for James. And Irving subbed in for Trae Young. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Franz Wagner's checked in for Jokic. Brown comes in for Jaren Jackson. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in for Luka Doncic. And it's James Harden in for John Morant. Brown outside. There's the pick. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. They get it again. And the rejection by Wembanyama. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Edwards kicks to Davis. Gilgeous-Alexander against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Fires away from way outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the West All-Stars with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass. No matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Antetokounmpo out there with Tatum. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. And it's Young. And it's Irving at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. Wembanyama, a screen on Harden. Scooped up.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama. Is the poster child for upside.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the West All-Stars.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
And they've also been ferocious inside, really taking advantage in the painted area and making good on those chances.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Curry's checked in.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Curry's setting the pick for Harden. There's the 3. And the West hit again from deep.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Here's Young. It's hauled in by Brown.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
Wembanyama passes to Young. Fires the 3. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Wembanyama has got 3 assists now in this one. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Curry, over Young. Curry can't get it to go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Irving passes to Tatum. A three-pointer, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Curry. Pass to Harden. Some nice passing here by the West. Up top, Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Tatum. It's Curry outside, drills it from outside. And the West leads by 20.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
And we'll have a timeout called by Eric Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And the East All-Stars with some changes. Embiid, he's checked in for Wembanyama. LeBron comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Edwards in for Irving. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jokic has checked in for Franz Wagner. Towns comes in for Brown. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Stephen Curry. LeBron against Gilgeous-Alexander. Embiid. Jokic craps the miss.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
And the rejection by Giannis. And so it looks like it'll be still with the West All-Stars. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic. 5 on the clock with the runner, and that one is good.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
James looking around, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He went a decent amount of time before his first turnover there. It's really been a good, safe stretch of basketball from him to this point.
The West leading by 22. Doncic dishes to Harden. Doncic with a screen on Young. The 3 from Harden, and the West hit again from deep.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Inside, and Gilgeous-Alexander gets it to go.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Shot to stop the run, and the dunk by LeBron.
LeBron James, power and athleticism on full display with the jam.
2 minutes.
1:57 left here in the fourth quarter. Clark, I've always heard that every team when on the road will have a team dinner.
You know, that's typically a practice that most teams employ, and those dinners are memorable, especially if the food is good. But more than the food, I think, is the camaraderie and the bonding that takes place when you break bread together, coaches and players.
And he sinks the second.
One of the things that's really impressive about Luka Doncic is his continued growth. I mean, season to season, you see this guy working on himself, working on his mind, how he thinks the game and his body, and becoming a better athlete. That spells trouble for the league.
Count that one. Young's got 11 points here in just the second half.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, then you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Doncic. 1:27 left in the fourth quarter. Jokic with a screen on LeBron. The West again cannot hit.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Embiid with a screen on Towns. Shoots over Towns. Takes a big high bounce and goes in.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket,
very little you can do defensively.
Doncic passes to Towns. Jokic against Embiid. Now, here's Jokic. He's tightly guarded. Here's Doncic. Good, and the assist goes to Jokic.
Luka, combination of finesse and bully ball in there that time.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for the East All-Stars. From the arc. Good on the triple. There's 31 seconds left in the game. Pass to Doncic. Now a timeout called by the West All-Stars. They're in front by 21. What's your take, guys?
And they've got this one just about wrapped up.
Yeah, you know, I'm not sure they needed this timeout, quite honestly. Perhaps a water break?
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan has been incredible with his attacking at the offensive end, and it's been all game long. Never hesitating to attack a gap in the defense, and then he found a lot of points by slicing his way right to the cup.
And the tradition and honor of just being invited to play here, let alone receiving honors of All-Star Game MVP. Just tremendous. In fact, one could argue we had a couple great candidates here, but he deserved it. Curry kicks to Doncic. Back to Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Booker outside. So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan wishing you all a very good night.
It's time to direct your attention to center court for the presentation of the most valuable player.